The following playthrough is rated E for everyone. The content in this playthrough is suitable for all ages to enjoy. Thanks for watching. And we are back. Okay, let me put my glasses on. Okay, so we're watching footage of gameplay. So yeah, what we're doing now is we're kind of we're building this thing over here. I had gotten a suggestion in the comments about building the coal factories a little bit lower and letting the water kind of flow at have it set at a certain height and then kind of flow down, so that way there's more water and good flow and everything like that. So we're kind of working on a big project here, but I'm also trying to do some other things with the factory. Now there's like I did like 2 segments of like at least a 2 hour. Sorry, I did 2 segments of like 1 hour of playing for 1 hour, and then I basically sped it up in post. But in one of the segments, we actually knocked out the smart plating for phase 2. We did a little setup. It'll pop up later in like about 30 minutes or something like that. I'm just watching my gameplay footage of what exactly I was doing. But yeah, I'm working on this big little project here. Really what I'm building is, I kind of want to do like this Minecraft build of like the Statue of Liberty. So I kind of want to, I'm currently working on that, but I'm also trying to complete the other stuff as well, because once I get through phase 2, I don't know if I'll be complete with this major project, the Statue of Liberty project that I'm working on here, but at least it'll get us past phase 2 and we can kind of work towards the other stuff and hunt for oil. Although I have a feeling we're going to have to look for it, because I don't think there's many good from what I was looking online and researching online, it doesn't look like there's a lot of oil spots in the desert area, but that's okay. Yeah, I kind of found it, I found it easier to kind of like build them from the top and then kind of build them from the top and then it'll fill up the row or whatever. Because kind of building from the bottom, it seems a little finicky and stuff. I think I'm about to boo-boo here. Yeah, I fell a couple of times. I did some editing in my Movavi. I'm about to fall. I know I'm about to fall, because I know it's about to happen soon. Because I edited it, so I'm just waiting to see what happens. But yeah. Now, what I plan to... Yep.
Your suit's life support is not compatible with this environment. Turn back.
I had to add the Looney Tunes effect. I had to. I tried to find... Oh my gosh. It was such a struggle trying to find a long, decent clip of that sound effect, because I wanted it longer, but I couldn't change the speed of it in Movavi because of, like, it would have sounded weird. So, yeah. Okay, and we also built a little bit of better infrastructure here. We built a hypertube that connects to one of it connects to the concrete factory over there in that direction. And then we also built another hypertube to connect to the awesome facility. And what I'm doing is I'm just trying to, like, I'm planning to wipe most of this out. So that's what I'm working on in the process too. Because like I said, I'm going to be building off of this Statue of Liberty Minecraft thing that I'm doing. But anyways, there's a lot of resource to gather. There's a lot of stuff to dismantle. Plus, I want to get a better layout for the factory as well. Just in terms of the parts and stuff like that. Because, yeah, I've discovered with the assembler, it's like, yeah, you really want to, like, build a good, efficient, setup for your factory in terms of what resource you need, whether it be reinforced iron plates or, like, rods, etc., whatever part you need. I typically try to build at least a system that kind of follows makes at least the amount for like the lowest conveyor belt, which is like the MK1, which carries 60. So I try to create factories based upon that. I kind of did it here. Now what I'm doing here is I'm switching these around to copper sheets because you need copper sheets for the hypertubes. So I changed that to copper sheets because I have plenty of wire and plenty of cable to go around. Although yeah, I destroyed all of those, but that's okay. It's fine because we got a whole box of these here for wire, so we could easily craft them into cable if we need to. I almost deleted them. That would have been stupid. Um, yeah, I had to like reconfigure all of this crap. But now I might do some future videos for the channel too. Because I've noticed on here, it's like a lot of people like the Satisfactory videos, so it's like, you know what, I'll do some more Satisfactory then. I enjoy playing through Satisfactory. It's just the downside with the game is like there's a lot of grind time with it, and you kind of have to like wait for certain resources to pop up or accumulate. Like the smart plating, it took bloody forever for it to finally go through. Yeah, sometimes the thing is a little finicky, but bright side is it's like this is a lot more faster. But yeah, I built a tube at least that goes to here at this point, and then I built another one that goes from here all the way to the awesome facility. But it's not in this segment, it's in like a second segment or something like that. I did one segment where I was working on the Statue of Liberty project, and I was working on other things with the factory. Um, but yeah, but I might do some reaction videos to like Josh's content. It, yep, that never gets old for me. Never gets old. I love. Look, I'm old school. I love Looney Tunes, man. It's great. Oh, I love old style cartoon violence. It's just so funny. Um, no, I kind of boo boo there. Yeah, sometimes when I jump or do the little slide mechanic, it doesn't always work out, but that's okay. God, we're gonna be here for a whole hour. I'm like looking at the time; it's like 8 minutes on recording time, and I'm like, oh shoot, we are gonna be here all day, aren't we? Um, Now I might react to some of Josh's content, like for Let's Game It Out, and start like from the beginning or something like that. 'Cause, I mean, I've seen most of his Satisfactory videos, but hey, you know, let's react to it. Why not? Mostly I could give my own tidbits or my own 2 cents on like what he builds in there. I have seen the latest one, and God, it's glorious. God, it's so glorious. Um, half the crap he does, half the crap he does, it's just like, God, I know it's efficient, but I would never want to do that because it's like, I know it would take eons to, like, build half of the crap he does. But, yeah, and I like this little setup. Now, I went with the copper stuff because apparently it's kind of a good early game resource to get a lot of points. And I bought a couple of good stuff. I think I do buy some stuff here because I have I configured I configured some things or I put some resources in there to where I would get some more stuff involved. But I'm amazed that worked out there. Yeah, I was checking the resources, what was available. Or maybe I was trying to... Oh, no. I know what I was trying to do. I was grabbing the copper sheets. That's what I was doing. Get rid of the copper ingots, dude. How did I not notice that? Okay, I got 9, so there we go. But yeah, we went to the shop and we bought, let's see, what did I get? I debated getting the wall mounts. I think I got the door. for the wall, and then I got a couple of like other aesthetic things. Yeah, I got the clean pipeline because I plan to use that for like the water later, and then I think I did. Did I do the wall? Did I do the wall attachments or something? Oh, okay. So I did pipeline wall attachments. I did the clean pipeline. Then I did the copper paint. I know I did that. Um, and then what else did I do? I debated getting that, or maybe I did buy it. Maybe I did. I know it. Yeah, I did. Oh, this is where I got the door wall. Yeah, that was what I did. Purchase a stupid thing. There you go. Good job. No message from Ada this time. Yep, and that looks like a good setup. Although I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah, that wasn't the way what I wanted to do. Yeah, to kind of like build them out there. I'm gonna reconfigure something a little bit better because like I have a lot of the smart platings coming through, so I might I might reconfigure that, but we'll see. Okay, now I'm finally getting rid of the stupid copper thing. Nice, looks good. Of course, it doesn't mean I'm gonna get much points for that though, because I've gotten at the point where it's just like it's not gonna give me a whole lot. Um, yeah, I was changing the speeds because really, um, I was changing the speeds because even though it's like it's not a full load on the belt, it still speeds up the process. And I was trying to clean out most of the stuff. I love seeing this in fast mode. It's great. I'm only I'm only speeding up the footage like by 200%, so I'm not doing it too much, you know. Plus the other thing too is it gives me a chance to kind of catch what Ada says as well. So and God, I love Ada. She's so funny. Like I make jokes with her, or I make jokes about her on like the when I'm doing a when I'm doing like a regular episode, and like I'm anti technology. It's just like anti AI or whatever. Just like yeah, I'm not. I'm against the artificial intelligence. I'm totally gonna piss it off because it's like what's the worst that can happen? They need me. They need me more than I need them. Oh, yeah, that was perfect.
I wish to encourage you to make better choices.
Shut up. I do what I want, but just I love the looking up. That was perfect. That was so perfect. That's why I do wanted to do more of these videos because I feel bad I haven't uploaded much content for like for this channel and really for this series because it seems like a lot of people like the Satisfactory stuff. Um, like don't get me wrong, I like doing content for Mind Mogul. I love doing content for like um, Pal World, but no, this game is really popular. So it probably is really popular right now just because of the the 1.2 update. Yeah, I'm gonna configure most likely. Like I said, I'm gonna dismantle most of this crap. I just gotta get to a point where I can start dismantling and good job, dude. I'm like yellow with this game. It's just like I'm just gonna jump, and hopefully I'll live. If I don't, I don't. But nah, it's a pain in the butt to get over to this area too. In the second segment of it, like I built a lot, in terms of like how the area is gonna look for the most part. But I'm also trying to build the basement area because I'm planning to have I'm basically planning to have a major coal facility there. Um, because I'm reconfiguring some of the better pure nodes to where they'll be going over into this direction, and then I'm gonna have the water come down from the waterfall and then connect to everything, and it should work out. We'll see how it goes. But I might do something different with the conveyor belt layout because yeah, I'll have to look at where the conveyor belts are located at on the machine. Because if they're located on if I'm facing the coal power thing, if it's located on like the right side, then that's gonna be really good. But if it's located on the left side, then it'll be fine. I'm just gonna have to configure something. Because what I plan to do, originally I was gonna do like a splitter setup over there and kind of like map everything out for the conveyor belts in terms of like the coal power thing, for the coal power facility thing. Coal power generators, whatever they're called, thingamajiggies. But no, I don't want to like. I want it to look pretty, so like I don't want like the pipes to intersect with the water pipes from the water extractors. Yeah, so I'm kind of building a little bit of like the foundation for where the Statue of Liberty is going to be placed. It'll all make sense once I actually get to it, but right now I'm still stuck just trying to create the whole stinking thing. I had to do some adjustments too because there was one part where I was off by like one tile, so then I had to readjust that. It's this part here. I thought I was fine, but yeah, I had to adjust it later, but it's fine. I'm just trying to delete what I can too, because then if I need more concrete, that's that's a win. But yeah, I have some other ideas for the channel too. I do plan to do a Skyrim role play playthrough at some point with like I have like I sort of created a Skyrim player's handbook type of thing, for a character creator, with like a background, choose your race, that type of thing, choose your class, like how you want to it'll be basically your kind of play style. So if like you want to go stealth archer, then it's like you'd be an assassin type of you could play as an assassin, and it kind of has most of like the stealth archer skills that you would need. But I'm planning to do like a roll, like I plan to do like a randomizer thing where I roll like I'll probably Google it or something like that, like roll 5d20s for like the player's handbook, and then pick what number. Look at the five numbers of like, okay, I could either be this, or this, that type of thing. Other playthroughs I plan to do for the channel, whenever I get wrapped up with Donkey Kong 64 on the main channel, then I plan to do a light side playthrough and dark side playthrough of Knights of the Old Republic. But the dark side playthrough will be on here. And if you want to watch the light side playthrough, you can watch it on the main channel. But yeah, I did like this setup, but no, it kind of makes sense to like have the water go down, because then it's almost like it's almost like a suction thing. It'll be like pulling the water, and then there's gonna be really good flow right there. At least that's my theory anyway. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not there yet. I still gotta finish this whole setup, and then I'm gonna have to delete all those glass walls. Yeah, this is where I was off, but I kept building, just so I could line myself up, and then I could fix it later. And yeah, I plan to have all the water extractors in the water, have the pipes go down the waterfall into the facility, and then connect to the coal, the coal generators. Because then that's gonna look pretty good, and yeah, we'll have plenty of wiggle room. Because I plan to fill out that whole space with coal power generators, because there's enough coal in this game, and like with the MK2s, and I know it should eventually upgrade to MK3 if I had to guess, but I haven't been to I haven't got to phase 3 yet. Or, well, I have gotten to phase 3 before. I just haven't done too much with it because it got insanely complicated with, like, the oil stuff. I haven't even really fiddled with the oil, but it's okay. Once we get to it, we'll figure it out. A lot of these, it's difficult because I want to do something fun in the episode, and I want to, like, make some progress or, like, showcase what we research, but a lot of times it's like, you gotta find the resource to show it off, like the oil or like the coal or something like that. And then setting it up in the first place is difficult too, because you got, with the coal you have to, like, configure it with the coal, and then configure it with the water. In the past you didn't have to worry about that, but I didn't get to that point when it was back in the old days where they didn't worry about that. Yeah, that drove me nuts. I should have deleted all of the walls there. I eventually did it in another episode. Yeah, see, why did I do that? That was so stupid. I could have erased the walls and it would not have been an issue. Because later I had to erase the foundations, erase the walls, and then rebuild the foundations. So I was an idiot. But it is what it is. Sometimes I do smart things in this game, sometimes I do really stupid stuff. But I enjoy the game. I love it. It's great. Another game I might tackle, and it might be just a long play. It might just be a singular long play video. I bought Arcane Library and I played it a lot, so I might do a video on that one in the future. We'll see. But if there's any game series you would like for this channel too, feel free to comment and make suggestions. I want to do Hydroneer at some point. I'd love to do maybe Age of Empires. I could do on this channel. Probably on this channel. Like this one. This one is kind of mainly for like sandbox kind of games, simulator kind of games, like this, like Hydroneer, like Mind Mogul, games that don't really have like an end goal and like don't have a lot of action going on in the series. If that makes sense. Like yeah, and Skyrim, it's like, yeah, I could do that on the main channel, but I'd rather do it on here because it's a long play and it doesn't have an ending. Because the other channel, I kind of typically do games that are going to wrap up, it's like, this game will eventually wrap up once I complete all the tiers and stuff, but I can always revisit it and show off, like, oh, here's what I've done in the factory, or here's what I've created today, that type of thing. I might do and I might do some time-lapse videos with, like, if I'm building, like, a project or something like that, but we'll see. But I'm trying to think of other games. I definitely want to do a Roller Coaster Tycoon playthrough at some point, like the scenarios or something like that, and maybe do a free play session for a month or something like that. There's a lot of ideas I have for the channel and a lot of ideas I have for the main channel for what I want to do. Main channel is a little bit more straightforward because it's like, okay, let's pick another series to do. Yeah, I love respawning. I love respawning so much because it's just so useful. Because then I could get back to the hub and, like, what did I respawn in the first place? Oh, I probably wanted to build. I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to do here. Oh, I know what I'm trying to do because I'm trying to build. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I remember now. Although I think I die here actually, if I remember correctly, because I boo-booed. Yeah, I couldn't go further. It wouldn't let me. Yeah, see, that was bullcrap. It was like, really? That was just a tiny margin of error there. No, are you gonna go and actually go down? Because I need you to go down so I can look at the configuration. Where are you at? Where are you at? Come on, go further down, you moron. Go. Okay, let's see. Look at the stupid thing. Look at it. Look at the look at the coal facility. Okay, the pipes are on the left side. Good. Okay, that's good to know. So basically, I'll cut through on the back wall. That's what I'm going to do. Of course, I'm going to have to find a way. I'm going to have to build. I'm going to have to build something. I heard Ava's sped up voice and it cracked me up. Um, I'm going to have to configure something to where I go through the back wall or like build something to where I can go access that area a little bit more efficiently. That's what I plan to do. I'm going to probably build like a ramp that connects to the back of that. I am amazed I didn't die there, honestly. But I like clutched it and grabbed the thing at the... Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Because then I can have the conveyor belts. I could do the configuration behind the panel or behind the wall and then have it connect to the conveyor belt line. Then the water pipes should be fine and they shouldn't have any issue and they shouldn't conflict with the conveyor belts. I know realistically it doesn't actually matter. Like you can do whatever the crap you want in this game, but I'm OCD as hell, so it's like no, I have to make it look pretty, okay? This game is serotonin for my OCD, okay? I can't turn it off. But I've tried. I've tried turning it off. It doesn't work. I've tried the whole, reset process, turn it off and on again and everything will work out. No, nope, not the case. No deal, Howie, no deal. Um Now this is where we get rid of some of the foundations over there. And yeah, we are building off of here. Um I built a little bit more of this platform because I was trying to line it up with the wall, with the cliff, but I wanted to go as far out as possible, just so it could kind of line up with the rock wall. It all makes sense once it kind of configured. It's not in this segment; it's in like the next section of it. But we're almost. I think we're almost done with the first segment because we're about at the 30-minute mark. Um, but yeah. Yeah, and I must have. Yep, I think that was. When did I respawn? I don't know why. Oh, I probably ran out of resources. That's why. Yeah, I've been having to like make shop runs for like the concrete. Of course, the only downside is you hardly have because I hardly have any. Um, yeah, that's no bueno. Yeah, I know I built a little bit more here. Yeah, I was trying to do. What I was trying to do is like do a little bit of work in other areas and not mainly focus on like the one section because like okay, like right now I'm working on the big project with the Statue of Liberty thing over there, but I still have other sorry. I still have other stuff to do. Like I need to get phase 2 completed and I have a configuration set up for like the assemblers. Um and really I kind of had a better efficient manner that a better efficient setup, but because I've just been kind of working on the other project, I haven't really been able to like configure too much. Plus, with everything kind of cluttered the way it is and everything kind of rebuilt, I'm gonna have to restructure some stuff. Um, God, I love hypertubes. They're so good, though. They're just efficient. Gets me to point A to point B in a fast, efficient way. Results may vary whether I land promptly or not. Yeah, it just made sense to get rid of the biofuel because I'm gonna like. There's plenty of trees. Okay, so this is another segment. Okay, good. So we're on the second segment. I actually did. I had 3 segments actually. I had that first one that just ended, and then we had a second one. Um, but I could only film fight for like a little bit, and then I had to like take a break or something like that. Um, but it's all good. So this little the second part's a little bit of a shorter segment. Third part is a little bit more longer. Um, but yeah, we built more of this over here, and I was just trying to line up everything. But yeah, I got plenty of concrete there. I mean, that's the funny thing. That's really the funny thing of just how much resources you build up with the cargo and stuff like that. And like, yeah, we have it. Oh, at the top corner, I didn't even notice. Like, yeah, this is a separate segment because like we already completed the smart plating, and I'm hoping my character goes back to the thingamajiggy to the crap the near the space elevator where my setup is. Because now I have a setup for like the whatever this one is called. I know the first one's called smart plating, but I don't know what the second one's called or the third one's called. I just know it requires the second one requires steel plates and modular frames, and then the last one requires pipes. Um, but then it requires something else. Maybe modular frames. I can't remember. It's some recipe. And I think the second one's like versatile framework or something like that. Um, but I'll be happy when it's done because then we'll be able to see the space elevator improve. Plus, I'm just curious what the story is too, because I'm like wondering, like, okay, what's the end goal? What's the storyline? You know, like, okay, is Fix It evil? Is like, is Ava or Ada evil? You know, like, I look, my money is on evil just because of AI, and I don't trust AI to save its life. But look, I've seen Terminator 2. I've seen what Skynet could do. I don't trust Ada with a 10-inch pole. Um, nor Fix It for that matter. Yeah, see, that was the thing I screwed up earlier. Because I was dumb. Yeah, I should have did that from the very get-go. But, oh well, we finally took care of that at least. And then we'll have to get more resources. What a surprise. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with the... Well, actually, I could turn the coal miner, the other way towards the foundation area. But the tricky part is the coal power issue, because like if you try to configure things or try to change things up, it'll screw up your power, and it's like, well, right now I kind of need my power where it's at right now, you know, because it's still running things efficiently. Now I did delete. It's not in this segment. It might be in this next segment. Um, but I basically deleted, or I turned off the I turned off one of I turned off one of the miners over yeah, I turned off the miner that powers that segment right there. Eventually I do it. It'll pop up in the video later on. I just don't know when. Yeah, now I'm building a little bit more along the line for that. Because now that I was at a good groove, I just wanted to complete this part. I'm gonna have to look at the map, or I'm gonna have to look at the layout again and kind of see what's in the middle. I think it's just regular. You know, I could like put in concrete or something like that, or like do like the regular foundation. What we'll see. Like I said, I'm still kind of yeah, I'm still working on it. I really want to finish the basement first and then configure the coal power stuff, because we'd be in really good shape. Yeah, I didn't. I was trying to get to the the thing. Okay, we're about to see the set. Yeah, so right here, I have all the. I was originally gonna have this be my smart plating setup, but it requires a ridiculous amount of resources to power it through. So I ended up just going against that idea. but I still have all these assemblers that I could erase and at least get some parts out of it. But yeah, and then I eventually connected it. Yeah, there you go. I eventually connected that because I figured, well, if I'm I wish I could have looked at that a little bit more, but that's okay. I still need to figure out what makes the third one. I know it. I know it's copper pipe. Yeah. I know it's the regular pipes, the steel pipes, and then it's something else. I just can't remember it off the top of my head. Trying to debate what I'm trying to see what I'm doing. What are you? Oh, I know what you're doing now. You're continuing it. Yeah, that's what you're doing. Gotcha. No, just questioning my method of madness. But I mean, honestly, it's just I just don't have a lot of time on my hands to do this kind of the gaming stuff for like Satisfactory because it just requires a lot of time. Because a lot of it's just build up. And you can set up efficient factories certainly, but still like the assemblers take forever to make the parts. I mean, it's ridiculous. But we'll figure something out. My goal is right now, like it's my goal right now is I'm amazed it didn't fall there. Honestly, my goal is to complete the basement first, and then kind of configure the water stuff. So I might do. I might have like a video dedicated to building the remainder of like the basement. Um, and then we'll start. I might do like a separate video for like the Statue of Liberty thing I'm working on, but we'll see. I'd rather get through phase 2 first, and then I'll worry about that one later. But we'll see. What did I think I must have deleted. I know I deleted the Or no. I didn't. I don't. Yeah, I didn't delete them. Now that I think about it, I was about to say I think I deleted the storage units for the silica and the whatever the crap the quartz crystals, but it's like no, I didn't delete it actually. The boxes are still there. Yeah, that's what I did. I turned that one off to because I'm gonna erase all of this eventually because that coal power or that coal miner is going to connect to that coal miner is going to go in that direction, go right, and then it'll connect to the basement for the coal power facility. But I'm still going to have to configure the setup, like the splitters and stuff like that, because I accidentally boo-booed. So the coal power, because it's going to be an MK2 eventually. Because I carry like, or they're farming 240 per minute. Then we can basically create you can basically create 16. It'll power up 16 coal power facilities because the coal power requires at least 15 per minute, and if you split the 240 into 16, it'll be that. So that works out. Listen, I think I'm right on my math. I'm pretty sure I'm right on my math on that one because like I have like only 8 being powered by like the 120, and even then I think that's a little bit excessive. But I'll have to see. No. I think I use power cells too. Yeah, this is the third segment, so this is the last little segment here. Um, yeah, the modular frames are a pain in the butt to make. Um, the good thing is because we've let resources build up, we have a lot of modular frames. Now the good thing is the versatile framework doesn't require too much modular frames. No, it's the steel beams that are kind of the issue, and the problem is I don't have a great setup for that. I have a steel beam setup, but it's all the way over in Yonderville. And the other one I had the iron nodes. I did I reconfigured things because like I'm utilizing one of the iron facilities for the smart plating facility. So that's why it's making. That's why it's doing that. Although, did I redo it or something? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look back at I'm gonna actually have to look at that connection now that I think about it, because I think like, what did I do with it? I'm lost now. No, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember what I have it configured as, because I'm gonna have to look. It's gonna drive me nuts now that I think about it. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely delete. I'm gonna make holes and then have them go down, and then they'll reconnect through there. And again, if they're splitting up properly, then what I could do is like, yeah, it'll work out. I'm just gonna have to do an episode to. I wish I did a little bit more along that, but it's okay. I just gotta divide. I gotta divide them into sections. Like, do a video based upon building this stupid basement here. Then do one building the little foundation for the Statue of Liberty thing. Then do one um, for the coal power setup. So we have a little bit of progress. But yeah, I built a little bit more along the side here. Because I was wanting to get the basement thing complete, but it's going to require a lot more resources. And that's kind of the problem is, like, this isn't a great accessible area right now, and I need to change that, so that's what I need to do. I was originally going to do, like, a stair setup, but I think we'll just go with a simple ramp. Yeah, that's what we're trying to configure. I wonder how many of the coal things I'm going to be able to place in here, but I know it's going to be a lot. And I'm going to still have to figure out... I'm going to still have to figure out how I'm going to do certain things. But we'll figure it out. Because, like, depending on the layout and how it looks, well, actually, okay, if we had them facing up against each other, that could work, but I don't know. It's still going to be... I don't know. This is really tough. I could do like a space between them or something like that, but we'll just have to see how it look. We'll just have to play it by ear and see how it looks. I'm like mapping in my head how I want the coal power thing to look, and like, you know, so it doesn't conflict with like pipes or like the conveyor belts. But yeah, it would make more sense if I'm actually playing the darn game, but it's okay. I'm just spitballing ideas to make note for later. But yeah. But no, it looks pretty. And it's like at least like I did it like 20 blocks tall at least. So that way the coal power doesn't like conflict, like the smoke or anything like that conflicts with it, because I want it to be blue. I don't want it to be yellow. I know there's going to be areas where I can't really do that, but it, you know, again, OCD. And yeah, the frameworks are still well, the frameworks are now on standby because I've ran out of resources, and that's where it's like you gotta configure something. Even if it's a crappy setup, it'll still be making the parts while you're working. And really, that's what I should have been doing, honestly. But it's fine. It's just I've done some. I could have made this a little bit more efficient, and that's my goal. That's kind of my goal here. Is I'm trying to make this a lot more efficient. I love how convenient that is. I wonder why. It must be a system reason, but I wonder. I wonder why it's limited to like you can only build like 10 blocks at a time if you're like using the zoop or like vertical or something like that. Because like you can go up to 50 for like deleting stuff. So it stands to reason, like, huh, so why can't we do that for like building purposes? I mean, I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure there's like some kind of limitation or system limitation or something like that, if I had to guess. I'm not a PC technician. I have no idea. Or I'm not a game technician. I don't create games. I play them. Um, so I have no idea. But that's all right. But yeah, I would suspect it's some kind of tech limitation or something like that, and that's fine. I mean, the game runs very smoothly on PC for me. Um and I have not, okay, honestly, like, again, kudos to the developers of this game, but I have not encountered a single issue with this game, like any glitches or any, like, like typical crap that you get from like an early, access kind of game. I mean, I was playing this game back when it was early access, because I got into it because of Josh. I got into it because of Let's Game It Out. Um, yeah, I was just making sure I had the right one. Um, but then I eventually ran out of pipes, so that's no bueno. So I have to go get some more. Where are you going, my dude? Oh, I know what you're doing. You're grabbing the copper pipes, or the pipes. I always say copper pipes, but it's like, no, copper sheets are over there, then the... Yeah, now the conveyor belts are kind of clear now, so now I could kind of start deleting that stuff. And like I said, I'm going to reconfigure it. Um, yeah, I couldn't do that because of the modular frames. I need like 10 modular frames to create the MK2. Yeah, not that. Oh, no, no, no. I know what I was doing. I was counting because I was like, I want to get half for half and half. Since I'm using the steel, because I needed to get the steel beams for the versatile framework. Um, and yeah, that's why I'm kind of doing like multiple projects in this session alone, because when I work on like the foundation over there, or the basement, then it builds up resources. But then if I need more resources, then I could go fish for them, you know. But I mean, it gives it time to accumulate. All right, yeah, there you go. No, I actually got this. Oh no, I got it wrong because, like, well, did I put them in the wrong? Oh god, did I put them in the wrong conveyor belt thing? No, I didn't. Am I going the other way? What am I doing? I thought I was gonna be heading to the other area because I got the. I think I did put the stupid steel beams in another one. You idiot. Um, because like the conveyor belt, there's an organization thing down there, but maybe I did. I feel like I screwed it up, but yeah, I need to like, yeah, I definitely need to create it like a ramp, behind the wall. Sorry, it's been a long day. Well, looks pretty good. I couldn't have done it better myself. Yeah, that looks nice. I just like it getting complete. Um, but we'll definitely need to. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna like. I'm gonna build off of that next. I don't know what segment I'll do next episode. Cause it'll kind of be. I mean, again, right now because I'm like farming I'm trying to create the equipment. Okay, it is creating it. Okay, so maybe I did configure it right. I just wasn't paying attention. That's weird. I thought I boo booed and I put it because I have an organization box for, or a storage unit for like the modular frameworks. Which really I should just connect the stupid thing to it, but it's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure something out with that layout because I'm not. Because I know the pipes are going to conflict with the conveyor belts. Even if I go from that side, if I'm building another another coal power facility line, why am I waiting here? Maybe I was thinking about something. Oh, that's what I was trying to think. I was trying to think of that. Yeah, that's what it meant. Yeah, see, I need to have the hole go through there. Or really, I might reconfigure this and like move them like a space down or something like that. So that way the conveyor belt could go through on one line. Yeah, that would look better. That would look a way lot better. Because then you could because then I could buy like the conveyor belt hole thingy. I could buy that and then have it look pretty. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to trial and error, like, because I'm trying to line it up with the rock wall to where it covers it, or like merges with it, so that way, when I walk along the edge, I'll be walking along a concrete wall and not a rock wall. But we're almost done with this. We got like 8 minutes or something like that. But this has been fun. Um, I normally didn't. The last one I didn't do a commentary because I really didn't have much to say or didn't really have anything to say. But with this one, I did have a little bit more just to kind of tell you like what all I've been doing and what my plan is right now. But we'll get it eventually. It just takes time. It takes time that I could be doing, actually working on this stupid thing, but instead I'm doing an episode right here. um, yeah, it's much more efficient doing that. Build the stupid thing. Yeah, that was the 40-minute mark. I could have stopped there, but it's okay. I wanted to complete this. Yeah, I wanted to at least complete that, so hopefully it won't take too long. Or maybe I was trying to no, you know what? I was trying to just get rid of the concrete, honestly, and build what I need to build. Yeah, see, it's now all coming together. So this whole thing is going to be filled in and line up with the other side. So it's going to be, I think it's 65 by 60, bleh, 65 by 65. Now the basement will be a little bit off because of the rock wall, so it won't be full 65. But again, it's going to have so much space, it's not going to matter. And yeah, we'll figure out the water setup too, because yeah, I want to get that done. Now I think about it, I was just like, I want it to look pretty. Plus, the other thing too is just the power as well, because I want to have consistent power running, so that way I don't have to worry about the factory. Which is why it's like, man, you really have to work your butt off just to get to this part of the game, honestly. But again, I like the progression. I was when I was watching Josh's video, like he was showing off the stuff that like I haven't even like got to yet. Like he was showing off stuff for like oil and like what you have to make for like um one of the space elevator parts that required like 4 resources just to craft one piece, and it's just like, good god. I'm like, I am terrified when I get to that point because like, man, even at this point, it's a little complicated with the recipes and stuff. But I think that's it, actually. But I think no, I think I have more. I think there's like 7 more minutes. Yeah. Okay. Versatile framework. That's what it's called. I thought so. But I've made at least 500 so far, so we're almost done with that. And if I can get, I know most likely I'm gonna have the stupid whatever the last piece is. What is it? It's going to kill me. Um, it might be modular frame, maybe, or reinforce. No, I know it's not reinforced plate. Um, it might be. It might be modular framework. It might be. Um, that would make sense to me. Because you, like the modular frames, you need like the reinforced plates and then the rods to make it work. So that would require like and then the steel framework. It's like you need the modular frames and then you need the steel beam. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff involved. Or no, oh no. I'm stupid. I just remembered. Wow, I'm so glad I have a good brain. Um no, we need the steel pipes and then we need the stators. And I don't know what makes the stators, but I know I know I'm butchering the name of that and I apologize. No, I think the stators might require. I know it requires a complicated set because yeah, I think I'm gonna have to build like another foundry, like two foundries to handle the pipes, but then build another foundry to handle the stator because I think it requires. I think it does require the steel pipes again, or the pipes with something else. I just don't know what it combines it with. Um, and we need to do an episode for like research too. I might do that if I have like parts. If I have pieces accumulated, then what I might do is like put them in like an organization box and like research stuff, But we'll see. Trying to see what I'm doing here. Oh, I know what I now know what I'm doing now. I'm kind of starting the process of like connecting this part to, or the MK miner to the basement over there, because I accidentally boo-booed. I accidentally deleted that one, which it connects to the foundry. So I didn't need to do that. Um, yeah, and then I needed to create more of the modular frames, unfortunately. Which for some reason I'm just waiting there, wondering what the heck to do, I guess, but there you go. Not bad. Now you need one more reinforced plate. Yeah, there you go. Yep, you're good. It's all about math. Which you can never escape from. You graduate school, you think, oh, I don't have to deal with math or equations again. Nope, nope, nope. It never ends. But yeah, that looks good. Oh, see, that's funny, though, because, like... Well, okay, so what did I do? Oh, wow, I'm surprised I had the parts for that, honestly. They always get in my way! Yeah, now I know what we're building. So yeah, we're kind of laying the groundwork for how the facility will work. Because I build like a little wall over here, or I build like a little section. Um, it'll all make sense why I build it. I'm just fine. What I'm building is basically I'll build like the little MK miners in like a little cubby hole, and then we'll just add upon that because it's like five foundations up is kind of like where the maximum height for like the MK twos. So without any like conflict or anything like that, or like it doesn't pop up yellow or anything like that. Um, but yeah, we build like a little room here. And then eventually what I'm gonna do is once I get the steel beams, I'm gonna start building off of this and have it connect to the basement area. But of course, the first thing I'm gonna have to do is um, configure the splitter setup so that way all resources are being distributed evenly. And hopefully we don't have a mishap where it's like one line looks off. Even though I'm pretty sure I configured everything correctly, But it is what it, like I said, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. I think, I don't know how much time I have left on this thing. I got like 2 more minutes, roughly. Good deal. I was checking my video and just making sure. Yeah, that's what I built. Yeah, okay, so I built a ramp down here, so that way I could that way if I need to go down there to configure with stuff, I can do so. Or like when we upgrade, I mean, honestly, this is good for like whenever we upgrade, because now, because this facility is kind of already working, then we don't have to do too much. Obviously, we'll have to configure the conveyor belt lines when we upgrade, but that's for another day. Um, yep, and we gotta have like concrete. It just looks pretty, you know. I like making it look pretty. Um, yeah, and I like the chrome finish, so I'm gonna stick with the chrome finish because it just, again, it looks pretty. It's my factory. I get to do what I want. If I want to paint it blue, if I want to paint it neon purple, I can do that. But yeah, we're almost wrapped up here. But yeah, this has been fun. I plan to do more of this in the future. I just gotta film the segments of like when I'm working on the factory. But my next goal, or my next segment video, will be I think I'm gonna I'm gonna work on a configure setup for like the parts that we need for the phase 2, just so we don't have to work our butts off to get it done, you know, and that way we can kind of focus on the Statue of Liberty thing, or at least focus on the basement first and then work on the other foundation. Yeah, sometimes the ramps are very finicky. There you go, that looks good. The best part is that connects to that, so win-win. Yep, and that looks good. That looks really good. Because then we could climb down there, and then we could either go down the ramp or do that too. And that connects to that, so that's a win-win too. So overall, pretty good. See you guys in the next one. Take care.